everybody, it's Roxanne, EARTH1111. I'm going to talk about the September 2021 Ascension Energies. And I've been gone for about a week, sorry about that. I just had to do a lot of gatekeeping duties through the Rocky Mountains, which I'll actually have some videos to show you what I was doing there coming up. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, don't forget to share the video, and let's really spread the light right now when there is just so much fear and drama going on out there in the collective. And we are being bombarded, right? Constant fear, propaganda, 24/7. So right now is the time, September is that time to really zone in on your truth. So number one, you have changed. We have to realize that we have changed. And now not every person, every YouTube channel, every teacher, every expert out there, doesn't matter how long that you have resonated with them, you might be finding that you're not resonating with certain messages anymore. And again, we have to be willing to shift, change, transform. So, and actually I'm going to talk about the big separation in the spiritual community coming up in a video, Ascension versus New Age, that type of thing. So make sure you subscribe. I'll talk about that actually in detail because it's such a big thing going on right now. This separation that is literally the exact opposite of what Ascension really is. The future has not been decided yet. We are creating the future right now in this now moment. And September is a perfect time to start taking those practical steps, practical action to creating the world that you want to see and the life you want to be living. So Virgo, I'm actually a Virgo myself, a sun sign Virgo, so I know a lot about it. And Virgo is a time where we have ability to really organize information and organize just stuff that's all up in the air into practical steps. Virgo likes to have things organized and quantified and the details figured out. So right now, this month, especially at the beginning, because we are in, all of our personal planets are all direct, and all of the collective planets, the ones that are more the whole system, are in retrograde. So that is so key, especially at the beginning of the month. And this will go really for the whole month. But the beginning, we will feel that blast of those practical solutions that we can take, those steps that we can take in our life to make those little tiny changes that add up to big changes. So all of our personal planets, which is Venus, Mars, Mercury, so this almost never happens where we have all of our personal planets direct, which means that us as individuals can take massive steps forward to recreate the bigger collective. So all the collective planets, Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, and even Chiron, which is the wounded healer, all of those planets are all in retrograde for the whole month, right until October, when some will start going direct. So what this means is, on a big scale, everything out there, the whole system, is in a retrograde motion, which means it is being revised, reversed, reflected. It is about everything that is out there is being recreated. And you as an individual have all gates wide open to blast forward in your life, to really jumpstart the whole collective to be on a whole different paradigm. So you, the light worker, the starseed, empath, indigo, whatever you want to call yourself, are here to really recreate and to lead the entire world. So we do this on an individual level. And especially right now, you are being asked by the universe, go forward, move forward, creating the world that you want, creating that life you want for yourself. Because the whole collective, the whole thing on a grand scale is in revision, is all being contracted, squeezed. All the stuff that is not in alignment with the whole is being squeezed out. And again, this is happening on a long-term scale. It's been happening many years, but right now we are in that amplification of us as individuals have a green light, go, go, go. And the whole collective has a red light. It's being squeezed. It's being contracted, reversed. So anything out there, we don't focus on the big system. We don't focus on everything, all the big bad problems in the world. The way that we make change in the world is we make change on an individual level first. And we become the way shower. We become the one that is living a life in accordance with alignment to our soul, to the source field, to the planet, to each other. And right now you have a green light. And Virgo, for September, the Virgo energies will really help you organize, figure out, plan it in detail. It's the details. And for the whole month, we have this ability to really take those practical action solutions, those small steps forward on an individual level, and we will see the entire world shift. Remember, we're creating the future right now. No one can tell you what's about to happen. Any channeler, any spiritual teacher that tells you this date's going to happen or this is coming down the pipe, they don't have a clue, because nothing is figured out right now. Nothing is finalized. There's no dates. We are in a shape-shifting, malleable plasma field after plasma field after plasma field. There is no dates. No higher being will ever give you a date, ever. It's because we are in multiple timelines. We are shifting constantly. We're in this time, then we're contracted back down. Then we're in this time, then we're back down. So nothing is solidified yet. Don't let any person, anyone out there in social media, on the news, anywhere, tell you what's about to happen. Remember, things like what we hear on the news, all of that is a suggestion, what they want you to believe. Think of the news as being one long commercial. All it is advertising. It's a complete agenda to tell you what they want you to believe, so you buy this product, or you are in this fight or flight state of fear, so you just give up your power and let whatever happen. Because that, again, benefits corporations on a monetary level. So remember, anything you're hearing right now is not true. Do not let anyone tell you that such and such is coming down the pipe. It isn't. You are creating the future right now, in this now moment. Look around, you're safe. There's nothing happening. You are safe. Take a big, deep breath in and release anything that brings you that fear. If someone is bringing you fear, if someone's telling you, oh, well, they say it's, with love. No, it's not with love. If it's bringing fear in you, again, it could be something that's triggering in you, something that needs to be healed. But more so, it could be an issue with that channeler, where they are channeling lower dimensional beings. Or of course, right, the news is constantly, the entire agenda is to make you in fear, right? So nothing they're telling you, whether it has a date or not, is ever going to happen, because you are deciding the future right now in this moment. Never forget it. For the next 10 days or so is such a potent time to get everything organized, to start creating that practical forward motion. So practical action in the world and in your life. So if you've been at a point where everything's just up in the air, jumbled, it just seems like we had no idea what was going to happen. And again, we're still in that, but we need to, us as the light workers, the starseeds, the indigos, the crystals, the empath, we need to be the ones to create this new, to shine our light in the world. So you have to be willing to change from the person that you were, even last month, even in August, to now you are a slightly different person. right? We have activated so much new aspects of ourselves for so many months, right? We've been bombarded with so much photonic light, plasma energies that have really been reorganizing and stripping away anything in you that hasn't been your highest truth. These personas that we play, these old beliefs about ourselves, that we are this type of person and this is just how reality works. We need to strip away and be willing to change our beliefs, our thoughts, the way we live and orient ourselves in the world. We have to be willing to change this month. So this is going to be a big month of really allowing those changes to integrate even deeper. Allow yourself to believe you are different. And again, it will happen in micro changes. But if you've had an ongoing attachment to, well, this is just how reality works, or this is how the world works, or this is who I am, that's going to create more suffering. Because right now we need to let go of everything that we thought was true about ourselves, that we thought was true in the world. And we need to let go of all that and allow ourselves to anchor into our real, authentic truth, which is in our heart. This is our connection right through to the source field. So again, like I said, if you're feeling that you're not resonating with certain people's messages, then you just need to let go of that. We don't need to judge and say, okay, well, that person, didn't ascend or isn't ascending, or this person doesn't know what they're talking about. We just need to be willing to sit back, be the observer, and allow ourselves to change. You will start getting great glimpses this month into practical ways to start moving forward in your life, implementing the new person you are. So the biggest thing to realize is, of course, there's so much fear propaganda going on, right? So number one thing to realize, when we are constantly allowing ourselves to bring in information in the form of news, media, social media, other people's opinions, we have to realize that everything is up in the air right now. Nothing has been decided. So when some, there's on the news comes in and tells you on this date, this is going to happen, this passport, what they're really doing is they're testing you. They're testing the people, okay? So we're going to try to do this. Now, are people going to believe it? Are they going to allow this to happen? Or are they going to say, and not happening? So we have to realize that nothing has been decided. Anyone that talks about certain dates, things happening, or, certain things are going to happen in the world, whether they're talking about alien ships coming to save the day, or a solar flash, or a passport, or this or that. Those are just ideas floating around in the plasma fields. Nothing has been decided on yet. Everything is up in the air. We are a shape-shifting morphogenetic field. And everything is trying to get your attention, because once you believe something, then that becomes your future. That becomes your truth. We are literally creating the future right now in this now moment. So don't let yourself get distracted and going down a rabbit hole if something doesn't feel right. If something doesn't feel right, whether it's a spiritual teacher, whether it's this expert, whether it's anything, whether it's a feeling inside you, if something doesn't feel right, that's something to look at and to allow yourself to release and to change and to see a bigger truth. So just because someone says something's coming down the pipe does not mean it is, right? This is how literally these forces allow us to, or get us to believe in these things so they can implement certain things. But nothing is solidified right now. Remember that. It's so important to realize that we are creating our future right now in the now moment. Don't ever allow anyone to tell you otherwise. So please, for September, take that practical action. I'll be doing a lot more videos here almost daily. So keep watching, and I'll be talking about a lot more. Now I have internet connection. So I'm Roxanne. This is Earth1111. Please subscribe, hit the bell, share, all that. And don't forget to watch my YouTube channel as well, Earth1111. We'll talk to you very soon.